Serious hearing challenges.
Okay, so which paragraph are you in?
Paragraph 3.
Okay, so paragraph 3, everybody go to paragraph 3. So she's saying that playing loud music causes serious hearing challenges, right? So we're going to highlight that in pink. Everybody take your pink pen, or pink highlighter. You're just going to highlight playing loud music that close to one's eardrum causes serious hearing challenges. Is that a cost? Like, is that a problem? Is that something that's going to hurt?
Yes.
Okay, pink highlighter, please. Okay, so we know that this is one of the costs, right? So we're going to number this, number 1. So we know that's, oops, I'm sorry, there we go. Playing loud music. Okay, so it can cause serious hearing challenges. What's another result of that? What's another cost? What's something else that you came up with? Yes?
Wearers suffer permanent hearing loss.
Okay, let's see. Hearing, where are you? Which one?
3.
Okay, so paragraph 3. So she is saying that it suffers permanent hearing loss. Do you think that supports the idea of the challenges? It creates loss?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what she's doing? She's finding the elaboration or the explanation of what this means. It causes serious hearing challenges. Like what? So, we're just going to go with what you said. Everybody right now, I want you to take your orange highlighter, and I want you to put 2008 study. Okay, it showed that after 5 years of daily earbud use, wearers suffer permanent hearing loss. Thank you for picking up your orange highlighter. Okay, so the pink highlight, this right here, and I want you to put a little line, it's an example / reason. It's a reason or an example of what the costs are. So the first cost is it causes serious hearing challenges. Okay, and then she even pointed out the next part, which is, well, how do we know? Because this study, so right here, put this little parentheses right there. And right there, that's the elaboration. Now, the elaboration, the way I look at it, is that it just gives you more information about it. To me, the elaboration is the good stuff. So the example is it causes challenges. Well, what are the challenges? Tell me more. I want to know. And you know, did you notice how they put a 2008 study? What does that mean? What do you think, Anthony?
I think it means that in 2008 they found out that the word caused hearing loss.
Okay, so in 2008, somebody did a research study to try to find that out. And that was the result of the study. Okay, so thank you. She gave the support of the elaboration for this example. So we have one example, one elaboration so far. What is another example? We know that one of the costs is it causes serious hearing challenges. What's another cost? What do you think? When you think you have one, talk to your partner. When you think you have a second one, raise your hand. What do you think? Oh, he thinks he has one. What do you think?
Paragraph 4. And then unlikely damage to other parts of the body, inner ear damage, hearing health.
Okay, so tell me again, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Because I have hearing damage or too much loud music. Okay, so say it a little bit louder, do you mind?
Unlikely damage to other parts of the body, ear damage never heals.
Okay, so that is definitely part of it. Don't highlight it yet. We actually have a clue in this paragraph. Because you're right, this is definitely another example. But what is our clue? Look at the text. What does it say? A clue, a clue. another example. Do you see the word example or reason?
Yes.
What do you think? It says one reason. Everybody put your finger on that. One reason earbuds can lead to greater damage is that, okay, take your yellow, no, wait a minute, I changed my colors, pink. And I want you to, another problem is it can lead to greater damage. Okay? They don't cancel out the noise around the wearers. So they turn up the volume. Okay? So this is our second example. So we're going to put number 2, and we're going to put example or reason. So one cost is that it can cause serious hearing challenges. The next one is it leads to greater damage because it doesn't cancel out the noise, so people turn it up. So think about this idea. How many of you, when you put the earbuds in, you can still hear what's going on around you? Have you been in that situation? Okay. How many of, what do? You turn it up because you don't want to hear everybody around you. You want to hear your music. That's what they're saying here. That's another example. So if we go back to what she did earlier, and tell me your name again. Zoe. I'm sorry I keep saying she instead of your name. So Zoe, she gave us the elaboration or the information that tells us more about this. So what does this mean? Tell us more. So talk to your partner. What tells us more about the idea that they don't cancel out the noise, so they turn it up? What is it? Go. Talk to your team.
What was the question?
The question was what elaboration or more information is given about the turning up the headphones because they want to cancel it out. So just continue reading and see. Anthony thinks he has some ideas. Who else thinks they have some ideas? Zoe does. That's awesome. Who else? Who else? Okay, the earbud's going directly in. Okay, what do we think? Okay, Zoe, let's hear from you. What are you thinking?
Because earbuds play directly into the ear canal, they can increase the sound volume by several decibels.
Okay, pause. Is that true? Does that support the idea of it doesn't cancel them out, so they turn it up?
Yeah, do you guys know what a decibel is? A decibel is a way that they measure sound, okay? So the higher the decibel, the more damage it can do.
Yeah, so we have to be careful with that. Okay, let's highlight it. So because earbuds play directly into the ear canal, they can, go ahead and highlight this, increase a sound's volume by several decibels. Anything else that supports the idea? I want to say, Isaac, you said this earlier. Do you remember what you said earlier? That supports the reason or the example?
Unlikely damage to other parts of the body, ear damage never heals.
Okay, do we think that supports the idea of that? Because they turn it up, it damages the other, it damages the ear and it never heals. Anything else that gives us even more information about that? Anything else? What else? There's only one sentence left in the paragraph. Do we think it fits the idea of the greater damage?
Yes.
Because we turn up the volume. So the reason doctors recommend the 60-60 rule. So let's highlight that. Doctors recommend 60-60 rule, no more than 60% of the max volume for no more than 60 minutes. Okay. So all of this, orange, is what? What's it called? What did we?
Elaboration.
Elaboration. What is it called?
Elaboration.
Okay. To me, like I said, I think it's the good stuff. So if you think of elaboration as the good stuff, it gives you just more information. Once again, did we see a couple of studies done by professionals to try to prove that point or disprove it? Do we see studies?
Yes.
Yeah, and who did the studies?
Scientists?
Well, look, it tells you. Do you notice? What do you think these are for? Right here.
Teen Health 2015.
Yeah, right here is where they got the information. Okay, so did somebody just write this off the top of their head? No, they went out and they researched. Do you know what type of writing this is? That- When they're just giving you information, do you know the mode of writing? It's called a mode. Do you know what it's called? This one's kind of a good one to remember because you're going to be using it forever. It's called informational writing because you as the writer's giving you information, or explanatory. We use both of those terms because you're explaining something, you're giving information. Is this someone's opinion?
Yes.
No.
No, it's not an opinion. Is it somebody's, are they trying to persuade you to not use earbuds?
No.
No, they're just giving you information. Okay, what time do we have?
We get out at 45.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's just do one more thing. You guys have been great, by the way. Okay, we have one sentence left. What do you think the purpose of that last sentence in paragraph 5, that last sentence, what is the purpose? Talk to your team really fast and raise your hand when you have an idea. Ready? Talk to your partner, turn and talk, go. Talk, talk, talk. What do you think? Oh, Zoe thinks she has an idea. Anthony thinks he has an idea. Who else has an idea? What do you think? What is the point of that? What's it doing? Okay, Anthony, what do you think?
So I think what the scientists told us, if we keep the volume low enough, we'll continue. You can still use the earbuds. If you put it low volume, you can still hear the music. So we can obviously dance the volume. We don't have to loud music.
Okay, so Zoe, did you have something to add?
It says the link from the sill.
Oh, she's pulling out the terms. A link. What does a link do? Zoe?
It covers up the claim.
Yeah, it goes back. It links back or connects back to the claim. So everybody pick up your yellow highlighter. Okay, and we're going to highlight this link that music lovers should recognize the risks of earbuds and wear them in moderation. Right? So this, Zoe, thank you for pulling out a familiar term to you, which is link. And a link connects it back to the, what's the big word at the top?
Claim.
Claim or thesis. And we can write these, claim and thesis, so that you know. Thesis is the overview, it's what the whole thing's about. Okay, it's what you're trying to show. Okay, so right now, you know what you guys just did? You created what's called a mentor text. And let me tell you what a mentor text is. A mentor is someone or something that you can go back to when you're stuck. So when you pull things apart and you label things, you're going to be able to go back to this all the time, every time. In fact, we're going to be using it tomorrow to go back and guess what we're going to build? Zoe? What are we going to build?
Sill.
Yep, we're going to build a seal chart, okay? So we're going to go back to this. I don't know about you, but sometimes I can't remember all this stuff. So if I don't have a place to go to look, I just don't remember. Okay, so I want to say thank you. You guys have been just awesome. I really appreciate your attention today. Go ahead, put this in a safe place in your binder. Oh, perfect.